p.m. in India. Let us start our today's weekly session, learning session. Last 2 weekends, we could not hold the program due to our Shirdi cramp, and earlier I was just traveling. So after 2 weeks gap, and so we started our session, and today the session number is 269. And topic of discussion today is significance of angelic numbers. Based on some member requested this for this to discuss on the topic, so we selected this one. So we'll go ahead with that explanation and then further understanding. So we start with first that angels and angelic dimension. So let us little bit understand about that. There are multiple dimensions. Angelic dimension is definitely higher realm than our this 3D plane or earth plane, or in Indian scriptures they call it Mrityulok, where the death happens. So anyway, Bhulok or Mrityulok, this is the thing, and higher dimensions are more than that, and every dimension has their own purposes. There is something called angelic dimension, and angelic dimension, it is where the angels basically they dwell, they live, or they from that dimension. So it is not the dimension of devtas or the gods. It is not that dimension. That is Devloka. So there are higher also. There's a Rishi Loka and many higher levels as well. And said that beyond the Vaikuntha Loka, which where the Vishnu came from. Anyway, let us not go into those, because all those names will be just a theory to us. So let us not go into those and remembering I read this thing, that place, and that is that place. It will create more confusion. So I don't want to go to that kind of discussion. Which loka is where, which is more higher, and who lives there, and all those kind of things. But as our topic today is important to know that there is a dimension called angelic dimension. And in our scriptures, you can say that it's called Kinnar Loka. And so this place, this domain, it's an energetic plane. There is no physical space there. It's not a planet or something like that. It is just a vibrational domain. And from there are special entities, like they have been created. These angels or these entities who are known as angels, they have been created to help the humanity. They themselves, don't misunderstand them as whoever has died in this earth plane, they have gone to angel dimension. No, that angels never born in the world, this planet. Neither they died so that they go back to that angelic dimension. No, they have been created that dimension. They belong there, and that is their dimension. They are not somebody who came here and then as a human and then gone back as an angel. Is not like that. Yeah? So don't confuse that. This particular angelic dimension, angels are particularly created to help the humanity, to be specific, to assist them to learn the lessons of planet Earth, and then ultimately the self-realization or the message of pure love they should be experiencing here. So they support that mission of the Creator. So angels are supporting humans to get into that. So for that is, you can say, the spiritual awakening, and then there to the beingness from the physical dimension to the like a soul's dimension, soul consciousness level, and learn the lessons out of all the experiences of pure love. That is their mission, to support. Okay, so they were not human, they were not so-called God either, but they are here to offer their services, to guide and protect and teach the humans to the lessons, the truth, the pure love, and to evolve from all the experiences, challenges of life, and that is their job. And they have a different type of roles. Some of them are called birth angels, means one particular angel is assigned to one particular person. From the birth to death, they are with that person. So they're birth angels, and so at the end of their job is to help, after birth, to protect, so that there is a child, that is highly risky, they can get made into accident and this and that, they unknowingly fall off or unknowingly put hand into the fire and things like that. So they protect those child from that. And then they got, when they got like a little bit come to the awareness and they understand the world, and slowly they just go into the background, and they're just to watch them. And time to time, if there is somebody for imminent danger, so they try to help them to avoid that kind of danger and all those kind of things. At the end of it, when the one particular person dies, then also the soul, to help that soul to be established into the next dimension, they protect and guide to that level. So that is the birth angels, the duty, you can say. That is their role. There are many angels, they're working like a guides. Once you are interested in a particular topic or particular things, your interest or particular knowledge, they help them to get you into that. They are specialized kind of angels. Suppose somebody is wanted to, learn music in a very deep level, high level, and all those things. So there are expert angels into that domain. So they help them to develop that kind of skill and go into the deeper, spiritual aspect of that particular, the creativity. They express through that the creativity, and that angel, they help them. And also there are guides in every aspect. So there are you can say the professors, so of different, they expert in the different fields and subjects, so they can guide if somebody is interested. Also, there are something called archangels, which is the higher level of the angels and more powerful angels. So they work for the humanity and try to guide the humanity for ascension and to go towards their, as a mass level, they can ascend. So they time to time guide different people on earth, so that they can pass it on to the message to the masses. And those people are mostly become the prophets, who are in a constant touch with these angels, archangels, and things like that. And then they spread that further knowledge, it comes. So there are many angels, they are guiding many people on planet Earth through channeling. They can communicate, and that knowledge has been shared. So there are angelic dimensions. They're trying to, as I said, trying to protect the humanity, help the humanity. So suppose there is an imminent chance of some major, say, nuclear strike, or so world will be, once that started, that's the end of the world as we know it. So they try to prevent that, so that they can influence the mind of those ultimately not to do it, because it is self-destructive and things like that. And some major calamity also sometimes they avert, but only, let me tell you, only exception is if some event is happening for a lesson of the humanity, they don't interfere, because this is a part of the lesson. Like somebody to preparing for an exam, and they need to work hard and to crack that exam. So they will not help them out to know the answer beforehand, so that they can pass the exam easily. I'm just giving an analogy, try to understand that what is their role is. That they will not do, but something, maybe somebody is suffering for some unknown disease, and there is it's a very rare disease, and somebody, a different part of the world, there is one expert who has done research and that cured this kind of disease for quite some people. The angels, somehow they can give that information, make sure it reaches to that person who is suffering, and so that they can contact and finally get through. Yeah, this kind of thing. So those knowledges are not hidden. It is just trying to help. But for exam cases, it is not helping. It is a cheating. So they don't give that answers like that because they need to work upon themselves to improve and appear in the exam. Similar approach they take all aspects, and it is not. It is for not for only few. Everybody has got birth angels, the angelic guides, and things like that. If somebody develop their psychic powers, clairaudient, clairvoyant, and all those things, angels communicate from that through thought reading and all those kind of things. Even some of the deities and all, if somebody is worshipping their deities and all, they send sometimes their devotees and all few angels to be around them, protect them. So that's why they feel the blissful state because those representatives are around like that. Anyway, so this is about that angelic dimension, who the angels are. Yeah, so one difference of the human and angels, I'm just telling you for the information. Human beings are created exact replica of the creator or the God or whatever you call it. So it is a replica of that. And angels, they are not the replica of the creator. Yeah, their main role is to serve. So their main role is not to live a life and learn the lessons through these processes. That is not their role. They are only supporting role. You can say they are only supporting role, not the main character. So this is how it works. So they are supporting role, but of course they have that very highly evolved intellectually and spiritually, and they can help somebody to heal. They can have that knowledges and all, then get the spiritual power and helping them to retain that and things like that. Yeah. But they themselves, they don't have to go through the human experience. That's not their role and that's not their meant to. Okay. Now, next point is about what are angelic or angel numbers and how many types are there. Okay, now let me give you that our today's topics fundamental thing. Angelic numbers, or it is like our angel numbers, both are same. Some people call it angel numbers, some people call it angelic numbers. So means angelic numbers means something came from angelic dimension, whatever they just explained. Or angel number means those numbers given by angels. So those are equally used and those are almost synonymous. So I don't see there is any difference between these two. The numbers came from angelic dimension and angels giving some number, both are same basically. So it is up to you whether you like to call it angelic numbers or angel numbers. Okay. All right. So it is a characteristics of the angels when they communicate. If you don't have that direct communication, like you have a psychic ability, you can download that communication and all. So very commonly, the angels, your birth angel or your guided, guide angels and guides in those dimensions, or maybe somebody sent by some deity or somebody who you worship, their representatives. So they like to show you their presence because you don't have the direct communication through some intuitive message and all those that faculty. Suppose don't have it. So what the normal way they can communicate through many ways. I will come other ways a little later, but. No, mainly what the easiest thing to do is they bring you certain special numbers in front of you. That is their style of communicating. That number, which it is little different than the normal common number, so you can easily identifiable those numbers. Through the number, basically they try to tell us that we are here, we are with you, you feel that you are protected, you are guided, there is nothing to worry, it's assurance, their presence. So they basically show their presence in the symbol of the numbers. And those are called the angelic numbers. And when you see it, you know that angels are around. Okay, so that is the purpose of this angelic numbers. And next part is how many types are there. Okay, to make it special, so what they do is sometimes they repeat the same digits. Like they make it 222 or 333 and this kind of numbers. And sometimes it is the mirror reflection numbers, like a 2112. Let's say mirror type of thing. Two parts having mirror type. Or it is a progressing numbers, like a sequence, like a 789 or something like progression. So this kind of, or reducing numbers, okay, like a 543, like this kind of things, which can be identified easily. Repeating numbers, it can be twice repeated, or it can be thrice repeated, same number 3 times, 4 times. It's all possible. So those are, when it get into your attention, then that number only it is meaningful to you, means you understand their presence, and that is the purpose. That's it. From where you can see the number, it can be anywhere, any source. Yeah. It can be while driving some car number plate you see. By the way, that number plate, not necessarily only those numbers will be there. They can be mixed with before and after, there may be other numbers. But that middle 3 numbers that catch your eyes, those are the angelic number in the message. Yeah? Or it can be certain number in a phone number, given in a, say, hoarding, say, call so-and-so number. Toll-free number, and there is some 5555 or something of that nature. Or it can be some bill, you received a bill, and bill had a particular number, and which is of special number you can see. So there can be any source. Suddenly look at your digital clock time, and it is showing 1111. So those are the things, and that moment only you saw it. Or it is a kilometer, odometer running in the car, and particular kilometer you suddenly see it is coming that 777 into that thing, like that. Okay. So these are the special numbers which appears in front of you. So, and then you feel something different, like as if they try to tell you something. But where they will be projected, it can be anywhere. As I mentioned, it can be some phone number, it can be some car number, it can be a time, and like that. So this is a different source it can come, but when you see it, it makes you distinguishly, you attract your eyes. This is the thing. Yeah, this is a repetitive number, which has been, so I have explained what are the different types are there. And there are many types, but, let us, these are the common one. Non-linear or these types are also there, like 144. It is also an angelic number. Even though it is not same number, not progressing, not reducing in a sequence, but that particular number is there. They have this kind of number. Or if you say, suppose, if you see 108, those are special numbers. Okay, normally, if it comes, then it tells you something special about that. Meaning part will come later on. First, you understand how it works. Okay. Now, ancient numerology and historical references. This particular aspect of the number, special numbers, and they have been mentioned into many scriptures. Yeah, because it is in Indian text and the Vedas, and like a Greek mythology and many other Chinese and ancient text and books. They have been mentioned about the significance of these numbers, and they're appearing, and sometimes they have to inscribe into the temples or the places of worship and different types of numbers. They have been used. So using these numbers, and there is no apparent reason to put a number there other than that number itself is a message. So means nobody is teaching mathematics there, that in the board you see some numbers. Not that. It's inscribed in some kind of temple wall or something like that. Those are special numbers. What have been influenced the people's life into that area and that particular era of historical time. Those are many such numbers that have been referred in many, many places. Yeah. So this is that what I meant to say is that angelic number is not new. Maybe the angelic number, the term is new. That is, in this era, people started using it and say, oh, angelic numbers and all. Earlier, they may not use the word angelic numbers, but same, similar type of number and significance has been studied, and they have been used in different places. And that has been, historically, that is the fact. That is the truth in there, that it is not that suddenly humanity discovered angelic numbers. Not that. That only proves that as long as ancient civilization, that kind of human being, angels are still around. They are not just imported recently from ancient thing, maybe, thousands of years ago, that people, they are also guided by angels. Those who have developed that kind of communication and that kind of, signals through the numbers, through some numbers become special, and those special numbers, they used to maybe worshipping them. Yeah? So they have to keep it inscribed in the places of their worship. Okay. So those are historical references. Then spiritual significance of angelic numbers. Okay. Spiritual significance of angelic numbers and who received the angelic numbers and how. These two, I will discuss it together. I think how they receive, I already discussed. Like the numbers appearing in a phone number or hoarding or the car number plate and something or clock. That's how they receive it. So now the spiritual significance and who receives it. Okay, these are actually interlinked. Question is, why not everybody sees this kind of number? Or maybe some people see it very frequently, some people see it rarely, and some people, they never seen this kind of thing at all. That's quite possible. So first is what is the spiritual significance? Spiritual significance is from the higher dimension. If they wanted to send you some kind of spiritual message, then through the angelic dimension, that is passed on to you, and those passed on to you through angelic numbers. So those angelic numbers has a certain meaning. Means not all the numbers are same. So that's why, like any language, you use a different letters, no? So here also different number represent different things. And it is a big subject by itself. So I will not go into each and individual numbers and their meanings and what combination means what. So that I will keep it aside. Maybe few of them I will explain, common understanding, but that will come later, part of the discussion. So, so initially what happens is, who sees it? Yeah. Who are more spiritually aware, they can see it. Okay, I repeat what I have just said. Those who are more spiritually aware, they see more such numbers around them. It is a matter of awareness development. Means it is once you go to the higher level of awareness, you will be able to see it very, very frequently. Some people has never seen in their lifetime of such numbers, means their spiritual awareness quotient is not that high. So they are not aware. Number may be happening, but some people see it, some people don't. What is the difference? Maybe same, the place many people has passed by. The same car has passed many other cars, but only few will notice that there is some 333 in the middle, or something of that nature. Or in that particular moment, the time your eye catches, and then it is saying that 1111. Okay, this time. But by the way, it has to happen automatically. If there is a 11 o'clock are waiting for 10 minutes when 11:11 comes, then you ruin the purpose. It's gone. Okay. That's not what angelic message, that's how it works. You need to wait for the number. Number has to come to you momentarily, and that moment you should be aware. Then only it is a truly angelic number. You want to make it up, to make it happen, thing like that, then it is your intention is involved there. You are basically interfering. That is not an angelic number. Suppose you created something, you type 333 in a calculator and see it, oh my goodness, angelic. It's useless. That is not an angelic number. That is your created number. Neither there is a message and neither those came from another dimension. Okay. So just I wanted to make sure that you understand that only seeing this number is not the issue. how it came. It should automatically come, and automatically you should be aware of that particular point of time. You should be aware of the number. Then it is truly the angelic number. This should happen automatically. No part of creating and waiting and all these things. That is not that angelic number. Okay. Okay. So who receives it? Who has the higher level of spiritual awareness? So it is your self experiment. Means when you started your spiritual exercise, the occurrence of happening this angelic numbers will be more to you. Means it will happen. You suddenly feel like you started seeing a lot of numbers. Those numbers were there before also. That time you didn't notice. Now you are noticing. When you come to the higher level of spiritual awareness, like a lot of years into spiritual sadhana, you can see very, very frequently. In a day, many times, you'll be able to see different places, different time and all those things. Go further into the awareness level. The number, I'm just telling you, even it does not need to come from the same plate or same place. Means suppose you have to get some, say 777. So you see the last 2-digit car number is 77, and suddenly you see that another 7 p.m. maybe, that 7 comes into the clock. But for you see in a sequence, like number plate plus clock, 37. But you know you are receiving that. I'm talking who has a very high level of awareness. They need not to bound into that it comes from the same 1, 2, 3, same type or same source. It can combine from different things and it reaches to you. But when you receive it together. Okay? And it has to happen automatically. The moment you look for the other part, other half and all, that is gone. It should happen automatically. That's how it works. Anyway. So, as I mentioned, it is one of the measure of your spiritual awareness development. So, and it will go when at the nearing enlightenment, you will have a huge, this kind of thing. Messages are coming and left, right, and center, and you will be able to feel and understand that. and you move on. Yeah, then what you need to do, have I mentioned anywhere? How to interpret, okay, receives angelic, how to interpret angelic numbers, I will come a little later. Personal angelic, okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, it is not mentioned what to do with it. Any number you see, then you just say thank you and move on. No need to start wondering and start, opening and Google search, what does that mean? And if you search in the Google and all, you see same number, 5 different people are explaining it in a 5 different way. It's quite possible. Because that is their way of understanding that particular number. And there is nothing wrong in that. But only thing is not correct is you try to identify that your decoded message with their message, what is written in the Google or, whatever search it comes out with. You have your special thing and the message you will receive intuitively. That is your message. But by reading, and it is just like number something, what does that mean? And then discuss about that. And this number means that, this number means that. Maybe all of them are telling the correct thing, but in between you will get confused. Yeah. So my advice is, I will give, by the way, some of the general meaning of that, but it is not, I'm just telling also that you need not to stick to that. You can have your own personalized messages that I will discuss a little later. But first, I started with, what do you do when you see it? Just say thank you and move on. Thank you, angels. Thank you. Means you received it. You acknowledged it. You need not to do anything, react anything, or, note down, or try to, as I mentioned, try to research with it and find out this thing. You can, just for interest few times, but it's not necessary. And mostly the interpreted version will be that person's experience, not yours. So there may be a difference into that one. So how it is being dealt and things like that. So all right. So now the next point is about who receives angelic number, how to interpret angelic numbers. Okay. This interpretation of angelic numbers, there are some basic, the guidelines kind of thing is there. And those guidelines are that can be learned over, which number means what. We came this from the ancient numerology, which what we talk about the temples and all the. So what we did there is we try to understand by studying what they used to treat these numbers like, what they mean. It is a different from different culture again. But again, anyway, still we have some references, we have some collective experiences. Then we come to a certain level that in general, these numbers represent this category, not specific thing. Specific thing will be individual. And those kind of interpretations of those numbers, we call it angelic number codes. Codes means the formula which tells you which category it belongs. Now I have given a list of some numbers. In the next half of my discussion, I will go one by one and will explain what those numbers they do mean. And again, no need, you don't confine yourself only to that explanation. You can still have a much higher, better level of understanding with that when you receive it and feeling associated with it. That is your best teacher or best guide, not written, what is written by somebody or told by somebody. Okay, but in general, you have some idea. So I put few as an example so that I can explain you what that code means and which number means what. But only the footnote is, it is not only that. Means it is not limited to that understanding. You can have much more, the different, in Hindi, they say, uske aur bhi pehlu hote hain. Means that is possible. Different facets of that number is possible. I can tell only one part, but there may be many of that kind of number is possible. Okay. So how to interpret? I will come again. As I said, the interpret through code. So we collected the informations and all those things. So interpretation and so that code we can use as a reference, not as a strict literary translation for that one. Okay, next is personal angelic number. Personal angelic number, it is a term very commonly used in today's, whoever studied the angelic numbers or angel numbers, they are assigning the different type of people with a different type of angelic number. So far, whatever I've discussed with you, it has nothing to do with that. It is something else. They say you have like a zodiac sign. You're one of the 12 zodiac. So like that, you are like 1 to 9, some angelic number. You are that kind of person as per the angelic number point of view, numerology point of view. It's just interesting. That's what I say. Some people ask, what is my angel numbers? So we get confused that angelic number, we understand some message we'll receive. But this person is asking, what is my angel number? What does that mean? Means which number you are receiving or which number you are reading or what number is talking about. That's why intentionally I put it in this as our discussion so that you know. Somebody is like, my angel number or somebody's angel number, what is that? I will just explain right now. Okay. Now you have to personal angelic number. It is, that in the numerology, you can you take personal angelic number coming from your date of birth. Okay. You write full date of birth, day, month, and then year. 4-digit year. So what you do, you add the individual numbers of each. Okay. So day, 2 numbers, then 2 more numbers for the month, and 4 more digits for the year. Now make plus, plus, plus. All you add those numbers together. So you will get some kind of bigger number. Suppose you get something like 32. Say, I'm just saying, if you add all the digits, say total comes as 32. You got it. It is again 2-digit number. You have to bring it down to 1. So 3 plus 2 again. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So as per your date of birth, 5 is your angel number. That is how they calculate. And based on this 5, they develop, they studied and some characteristic. They say that whoever has angel number 5, they have these characteristics. To be honest, from spiritual point of view, I don't give much importance to that, but I just, say it is interesting to study how you calculate your angel number, and that's how they calculate, and that's how I told you, the method. But too much dependence and too much giving importance to that, it is not really necessary. Okay, that is my personal advice to you. Just to take interest and find out what it says. Nothing wrong in that. That's how your angel numbers are calculated. So you can see your birth angel number. So it is whatever, it's coming from your date of birth. Next is personal message through unique angelic number. Okay. Some of the angelic numbers, when you go into the higher level of spiritual awareness, particularly when you cross the enlightenment level, there may be many other numbers possible. They have been created only for you. And it is a unique number. You will not study it and you cannot find it anywhere else. It is only significant to you. And when they the angelic dimension wanted to send a meaningful message about your own life, they will use only those codes for you. It is not used for anybody else. You can say it is a secret language only to develop between the sender and the receiver. That's all. Both of them, they understand. They send it, that one, you receive it, you understand. It is anybody else receive it is not meaningful to them. So that way, any kind of noise will be filtered out in that sense. So just as I discussed, let me give you one example. I have one such special angelic number. It is not written anywhere. It is not even considered as angelic number. For me, it is significant. Yeah? That particular angelic number or angel number is 747. Okay. Actually, 7:47 a.m. is my time of birth. So, and that particular 747, whenever I saw this number, the angels wanted to send me message personally for me, particularly if it is important in my life. Okay, my life means my life on planet Earth, because it is born on that time, and that particular time, that particular set of numbers become my unique, personalized angelic number. And what message comes? Of course, same message doesn't come every time, but that code opens that message and I get the message. When I put my attention into that number when it's a 747, and then some feeling comes in between. That is my like a message for the angelic number. So this also tells you how you can get the message, get your number. So when you receive it, it is advisable you pause it for some time. You put your attention inward. See how you feel about it. Of course, don't do it if you are driving or something. I'm not recommending that. But if you are in a relaxed, stable position somewhere, you can even close your eyes when you see that and bring that number into your attention. And with that number, some intuitive message will come from inside. That is the message you read. That is how we receive the message. Or it will appear that message, when it comes, something else also passing through your mind. That is the message. Like some kind of thought reading kind of stuff. Something has been downloaded. You can feel, oh, it is about that. Or something completely new thing. Means you're not thinking about that issue. But suddenly it came and passing through your mind, and then that was the message. That is how we decode it. But at the same time, we need not to spend too much of time in thinking and all that. Just fast feeling what you got, that is clear. Means you can say these messages are cryptic messages. Like, very good, go ahead. And don't worry, we'll take care of you. This kind of thing. Short messages. I am there with you. We are here for you. This kind of thing. Assuring, loving, assuring messages normally comes. That kind of thing you will feel from within. somebody is telling in your head, or some feeling you get comfortable, secure. That particular signal, that is a key that opens up that particular feeling within you. It was not there before, but after seeing, you will have it. You can see it, you can listen it. The number comes from the different ways. No, it doesn't matter how you receive it. Somebody's telling about it, talking about it, something in some voice message. You reach this number. You reached 3458999. Last 3 digits 99, you receive it. There is some automated voice call maybe. What I'm saying is not only seeing, you can, come across, you can listen to it, or the number can reach you anyway. Anyhow, that doesn't matter. It can use different means to come at you. But this is how we receive it, and this is how we interpret it. Like, you have to see that what is the intuitive feeling associated with it, and that is my message from that number. Okay, now we'll go into some explanation of some of the typical angelic numbers and what they do, the code I was talking about, what is a general understanding and interpretation. The interpretation associated with it. Okay, first one is 000. That is a new beginning code. If some new phase of your life starts, or you are starting a new work, or even some newly born, some babies being born in your family, or anything new, something new, you can see that 000. That is your message, that angelic number. That is the starting of very, new things into something new chapter is coming in your life. Yeah. Now this next is about. Next is 111 111. It is also known as your manifestation code. If you receive that means something good and nice in being manifested, or maybe you wish something for quite a long time, but this time it is getting manifested into your reality. So that is what it is called, the manifestation code. So, or also this particular 111 or anything associated with one is also indicate that spiritual awakening. Yeah, starting a new spiritual phase of your life. So, and then, or it can be something was being manifested for a long time, but when the code came, it said now it is, those things will be like a speed up and manifest it quickly. Earlier, suppose you want to have a more income, maybe income growth was slow, but when you see that number, then it tells you the message that it will be manifested very fast, like you'll have some very jump in income or something like that. So if that was an issue, that's what you are looking for, and try to do that. And this 111 also, it is associated with your independence and self-leadership. Suppose you are dependent on some situation, and you carried away too much into some other people's things, and it is imposed on you, and all those kind of things. The code comes, 111 comes. It tells you that you will be now independent, and you will lead by your own self-leadership. That the angels and guides, they're telling you that you are on the right path. Go ahead with that path. And your independence is in front of you. You need not to depend on anyone, or you need not to stuck into some situation or some life, but you don't like, but you have to, because you are powerless. You cannot change anything, and think situational, the binding. You are getting released from this binding. You are getting into your self leadership, and in the spiritual level, the ultimate thing, self leadership leads to spiritually is called self mastery. So starting process of that is this, and this particular thing, and little higher than that is about seeing the 1111, the 2. Particularly we see in the clock when the 1111 is there. We just we call it a ascension code. Means the higher dimension access point is opening up for you. You can say it is higher dimension, portal to higher dimension. It is the doorway to the next, higher. It is spiritually aligned. This one is fully spiritual in nature. It will not communicate about any practical issues. A doorway, not for any other house or something. It is a doorway to the higher dimension. So you can say that this way, universe is sending a message or code so that you understand is that your ascension is going to happen. You are going to the next higher phase, and this is the doorway for that. So, or sometimes you see that something has been more powerful thing. Some divine has to enter into your thing. And I'm talking other way. The divine intervention into your life. That also you see as a 1111, where through that door, divine is saying, we are now entering into field. We are taking control of your life, and because you have surrendered yourself. So we now, take control of your life, and it will be for your ultimate good, or prosperity and abundance is coming. So that also you see as a 1111. So next is about, next code is in our list is 222. It is a now or present moment code. This code tells you that you are particular, means you are getting deviated from the present moment, because present moment is the only truth, and rest of all versions, we know that now. The power of now, Eckhart Tolle has written that book, and we discussed. We have a session on that present moment or power of now and all those things. 222 brings you into that. Means basically it is two-way message. One way it is telling you get deviated from present moment awareness. That's why you are not getting it. Please bring back your attention to the present moment. Or you are waiting something for a long time and now you are receiving it. So time is now that you are receiving. So that then also you see this kind of code. So that's why it's called now or present moment code. So that tells you that the present moment is the only truth. That is the connection to your divinity, the connection to the higher dimension, to your higher self and all. The bridge is present moment. And when there is a significant present moment episode starts, they show these two numbers, 222. Okay. So now is, if you see that 333, that is balance and alignment code. So if you suppose you are undergoing some turbulence in your life, and there are more ups and downs and all those kind of things, different situations come and go, and sometimes it's out of control and things like that. So then 333, when you see that message signifying that your life is now coming under balance, whatever you had, it is end now. Your balance in your life is coming back now. And in spirituality, this 333 also send you the signal of alignment. Means when you see that, then you are aligned with the divine principles, like your soul's plan or anything higher. You are now aligned. So when you are fully aligned, then this code comes that you are in alignment. So all the divine forces in work you in unison with you. You are now aligned. Here and there, you keep on walking. Go with the flow. You will reach there. Because now you are aligned. If your time of trial and error is over, you are aligned. Now move forward. So that is the message comes by 333. 444, it is called protection code. So this protection code is about it is telling you, the higher dimension telling you, you are well guided and supported and protected. So don't feel insecure. Because normal tendency of human being, they feel insecure, they become fearful and all those kind of things. To reassure that the angels, we are here, no harm will happen to you, it's all okay. Something maybe happened you don't like, this is okay, but you are fine. So this message is basically that gives you the strength and security. Yeah. So in fact, we revive that. So don't get disturbed with whatever the things are happening. And it also tells you that you are surrounded by the divine protection. Means when you see that, you know that somebody is there, they are with you, they are protecting you. And this is also, that way you can indirectly interpret the presence of angels around you through that message. Means if you see 444, means some angels are there for you. Okay. And suppose sometimes the number not 3, it become more, 1 more or something like that, then same message, but it is more strengthened. You know, it is like a very high level of protection is there if you say 4 times 4. So we started with 3 and similarly if it is a 2-digit only 4 you see, means it is there, but it is not that kind of impact, is not that much. So that's how it's at that degree. Twice, thrice, and 4 times, or even higher, it gives you more strengthening of the same message. Okay, so also it may also indicate that you are in a phase where your efforts are being acknowledged and rewarded, and that you are receiving additional assistance from the higher realms. Same thing, protection, guidance, and so you will be receiving this, whatever you have done, and reward for that you will be receiving soon. Now, next is a 555, that is the transformation code. If any major change is going to happen in your life, and then they give this message, that some major changes are coming in your life, and changes may be for good. Means world has to go and new things will come. Or it can be transformation in your materialistic way, like maybe you are changing your house or changing your job. The number tells you that your job change is imminent, or you're changing your house or something like that. Any change that indicates that change. Yeah? And it is also used if you are having a transformation on the spiritually. Like there are major milestones on the spiritual journey when you get completely transformed, means ego-based to soul-based. So those kind of transformations, major milestone, when it happens with you, you see this number. It has significant changes. A transformation is happening in your inner world, in the spiritual world. And this, any kind of change is also indicative of transition for growth, signaling that you are expanding, you are going next higher level. So you are growing. So change also means that indirectly this signals your growth. So some area, whatever it is showing, that area of your life will grow. So some change will happen and eventually will grow. So that's what it means as well. So when that comes, this changes, we accept with open mind, with a positive attitude. Yeah. Remember that only our ego, they resist change. Any kind of change, it takes as a threat. If you're feeling a threat, listening to the word change, then you are governed by your ego. We need to learn that change is good. Change is growth. Everybody need to change, and change for better. Yeah, but the change itself is neither good or bad. It is just changing from wherever it was. Like whatever yesterday and today, they are not same. It changed. So same here. Change is everywhere. So because we have to adapt to this change, it is said that only one thing constant is in life, that is change. It is good for you. Yeah, maybe initially it looks like you are losing something, but you are also getting something new. That is also, that is also important. So whenever it happens in your life, the 555 that tells you that it is a time for change, but don't worry, we are here. We'll help you to grow, help you to evolve, help you to go to the next step. So change is happening, but don't worry, we are here. Yeah. So you should treat that and see that as an opportunities, not as a threat, as I mentioned earlier. If you feel threat by any changes, that means that your ego is involved there, and ego does not like you to be changed. You're stuck wherever you are. Okay. So that we need to overcome by our free will, not to get stuck into these things. And you should welcome change. Yeah. So it's jo hoga dekha jayega, but let us see what happened. What is there for me in next part of my life? You have to accept that. Okay. So next is 6 is responsibility code. 666 is a responsibility code. What is responsibility code? When we need to take responsibility of our life into our own hands. There is nobody else will come and do things for us in our lives, right? We are responsible for our life. We have to do it. So if we get the message, then it is like the angelic dimension. Angels are reminding us, you might have slipped away from your taking responsibility. Take the responsibility, bring balance, empower yourself. Take the responsibility. Don't shy away from taking any responsibility and all those things. That kind of thing does not work. Because end of the day, you have to take control over your life, and you have to lead your life being fully responsible. All thoughts, words, and action has a consequence. So you have to be responsible of using these 3 faculty which is coming out of free will. So when this message comes, so that also it tells, it can say it is a reminder to take the responsibility of your actions and bring balance to different parts of your area of your life, because it is important. Otherwise, in front of your eyes, your life will go out of rail. So and that time it will be very difficult to put it back. Now it's time, take the responsibility, do what is necessary, and go ahead with it. And we have to do that with full understanding. When you see that, you full understanding, this is the message, and accept that, yes, I'm taking responsibility with a gratitude, compassion, and selfless service to the humanity. You say that not only I will take control of it, I will make sure that my action, thoughts, word, action has no, adverse impact on the humanity. So you become the part of the divine. So that is the thing. So it is that a reminder to yourself that which way you should go, so that and which type of thing you commit. That's what the responsibility is about for the humanity. More you do that, you become the more and more guided and helped by the angels, and you can able to complete your missions on planet Earth in this. Okay, and okay, now next code is about 777, surrender and trust code. All right, so 7 is also called a lucky number. So it is actually it represents some good energy and happiness into your life, and how you achieve that kind of happiness and good energy and all. So it is by surrendering. Surrendering means what? Basically, you are surrendering your ego mind. You already used it many times, and most of the times it rebuffed, or you create more enemies or obstacles and misunderstandings and all those kind of things. But if you just let go, let it happen on its own. It is said, when your plan is not working, divine plan is working. Trust that divine plan. Everybody has divine plan, or we can say soul's plan is there for it by default. You need not to create it. In fact, by creating some plan of ourselves, we are deviating from that plan, and that's why most of the time it didn't work. We are not getting satisfied and all in this aspect. Yeah. So in that sense, that if you learn how to surrender to that higher force, higher dimension, then your life will be automatically taken care of. You have to trust that. But if you're just saying that, no, how can it happen? And if something happens wrong, this, that is your fear is talking. But if you really trust and live it to the divine, it will run very smoothly as per the divine plan, no obstacle, nothing, and all those kind of things. And in the process, you will get the spiritual insight, intuition, and idea of let go and trusting the universe. That is a quality that you will develop in the process. And when you landed up into that quality in your life, truly, when you come from inside, that makes your, life is joyful. From that this happiness is coming. And 777 is also it is about sign of spiritual awakening. When you see many 777 means you are a spiritually awakened person, and also it tells you about your intuitive abilities. Like you have the intuitive abilities, you are able to receive intuitive knowledge, intuitive messages. It also symbolizes a deeper connection with the spiritual realms and encourage you to trust your inner wisdom. So trust whom? Your inner wisdom. Your soul knows everything. You need to trust that. It knows everything and it can guide me no matter what the external situation is. So you have to come to that level to get it. And when you are supposed to go there, but if somehow not been able to go there, then signals tells you, just, surrender and trust. It is there for you. We are here. All are here. Just trust. Don't, fizzle out. You just be there. We are here for you. So just trust that we are there for you. Okay. Or it can also sometimes, when you achieve a certain state of fully surrendered mode, they send that this 777 or maybe a 4 sevens, just a pat, divine pat on you. Yes, we have seen that you surrendered completely and trust completely, and bravo. So like that. So that also comes as this repeated numbers of 7. Yeah. Next is 888. It is called infinite flow code. Just for to remember purposes, it actually 888 gives often connected with abundance, infinite flow, and positive manifestation of very high level, like it is a mass level, or for you also life-changing abundance and this kind of thing. And there's a huge potential you have to bring that out through you. Those are symbolizes by 888. So just to remember it, I'm just explaining it this way. Just tilt the 8 90 degree, the English 8, tilt 90 degree. This symbol is almost like infinite. No? You see the infinity symbol in mathematics, and this one, 8, is almost similar. So by rotating the 8 horizontally, this gives only this particular number has very similar to the infinite symbol. So from there, you can remember that 888 means it is the infinite flow. It's indicated the infinity, which is the potential. All of us, we have it. But we tapped a very low percentage of that. So when changes will happen, when we align ourselves with the infinite flow, this number appears. Or it confirms that you are in the right direction and you are fully aligned. Prosperity, abundance is there for you. So that 888 is the angel message that there is abundance and prosperity in different parts of your life. That can be wealth, and it can be in relationships, and also it can be in opportunities. You may get multiple opportunities, and so that way your chances of getting prosperity is going high and high. And also it may remind you that you are in alignment with the energies maybe sometimes you have not reached to the ultimate goal yet, but if your route you have taken, that will lead you to that prosperity, the signal tells you you are on the right path. This will lead you your ultimate good or ultimate prosperity or abundance through this way. So just this is a confirmatory message, you are on the right track. And also it can be indication that you are supported by the universe and your intention, the actions are leading to a continuous flow of the positive experiences. As I said, if you surrender to the divine, that divine will take you wherever you need to be. And there cannot be any better way. So if you follow that, then continuous, you will go with that flow, what as per your divine plan, then you will be experiencing continuous flow of positive experiences. When that happens, then the 888 is also indicative of that. This is being rewarded to you. And now next come to the 999, that is a completion code. What is completion code? Any chapter or anything you have been doing and that has come to a conclusion. It's the final stage. So this is given by it is like a symbol of achieving something. You have already achieved, or one particular segment is completed. It is a completion. Like at the end of the class, you give exam. So the exam is a completion of that class, whatever activity you need to learn and things like that. So 9 symbolizes that. So 999 can represent completion and closure. Suppose you are having a very bad patch in your life, lot of turbulences and all issues and all. When you see that, there is an indication that this chapter of your life is coming to a closure. A new one is coming. But old one is being closed. And it's also, there may be a sign that you are ready to move on to the new opportunities and experience. No need to keep repeating of your past one. New opportunities are coming, new experiences will come, but you have to close the all open books, close it, and then go to the next higher level. And you should be saying that, yes, I'm ready to offer whatever it takes to go to the next phase of my life. And when you do that, the 999 comes as a confirmation as well for that. Furthermore, that this number 999 can also suggest a profound shift or transformation taking place in your life. It is not issue-based. Your life itself is evolving, and that is the number calls for a embrace changes and happening around within you to get to work your life purpose. Means now there is a call to listen to your purpose of your life, the higher call. So that it tells you it is a time you have to listen to the higher call and close whatever earlier you have done and embark upon this new journey, next phase, but close whatever is there. Doesn't matter they're done, not done, and no need to take any account. Just leave it there where you are, and it is a time to move on to the next phase of your life in pursuit of the higher purpose, in pursuit to meet your life purpose, what you came here for. It also indicates your emotional, physical, mental states and working harmoniously together, creating the perfect condition for you to step into the next chapter. So it is basically, that's what the completion code that means. Okay, so that is about all the few numbers. As I said, there are many more, but it's not possible to discuss everything. And I like to say again, remind you, whatever we have said so far, this is a general, interpretation of these codes. You can have a special meaning of these codes in your life. Those are your personal life. That is quite possible. And that can happen, that it is, you will get it. Intuitively you know it. Means it is not that from where I will come to know. You will know it. It's a knowingness. You need not to read it or anybody need to tell you. Hmm. It will come to you. So I'm saying whatever I explain on this different codes, they are not restricted to this level only. But it can have a little different types of interpretation for you in your based on, of course, your life situations, your uniqueness of your path, and those can be used. Sometimes it can be interchanged. This number means that to you. Other number means what was originally meant for the others. So it's quite possible. You will feel it in this journey. You will know it, and that will be your personal code. So that is very important to know. In addition to that, what I said is that there can be some non-sequential numbers which can be of importance to you that will be given to your personalized angelic number. As I mentioned, in my case, it is 747. And there are a few more, but that is major one is this. Any life-changing event comes or any chapter of my life completes, I see that number, 747. It may be just a clock number. It's, 7 47 a.m. and maybe I'm going to drop my daughter to school and I see that car, that number, the time is that. Like that. So it is not from where it will come, but when it comes, it is a message for me. Okay, so that is more. So only when it comes to you, when you are alert and aware. And in fact, it helps you. Angelica helps you to develop your intuitive abilities, to your awareness. So, and automatically it will catch your eyes. You don't know why you looked at that way. And moment if you look at and try to look at again, suppose you see a car number, this is an angelic number, repeated number. So, oh my God, so there may be more. You look at, there's nothing. So all odd numbers, odd combinations rather. But only then we see. So it has to be also one important factor is it has to be automatic and momentary in that moment. No planning, no waiting, no manipulation. So then those are not angelic numbers. But when you see automatically catches your eyes, they tell you something. And I again repeat, what do you do when you see that? Just say thank you, angels, and move on. That's it. Okay. No need to burst your brain into all those kind of things. Leave every other things and start behind it. It's just a sense of their presence, a thank you. Yeah. And for you appreciate their presence, so that's why the thank you is. All right. With this, I will conclude our today's session. So if there is any question, you're welcome to ask me. Meanwhile, let me save the attendance. Just give me a minute. Let me. It is slow, not responding properly. Just give me one more minute. Let me complete saving. All right. So now, okay, I see 3 raised hands. Monali, go ahead.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
These numbers, if we see these angelic numbers and the way you say they interpret this number, these numbers, meaning of them is holds for that moment or for coming futures also. I mean,
it is a message. Some message may be momentary. Some message may be meaningful for next week, some may be meaningful for next month, some may be useful for your rest of your life, maybe change of the, your life status. It
Okay.
depends what type of message it is, but it's only tell you the change. But as your question is, how long the change lasts and what is, that depends upon the message, what is there.
Okay, I will just tell you like that. As I'm attending your class, Ashit is watching this Monday cricket. So suddenly I saw the score is 2-2-2.
Yeah,
Okay, so I thought
correct.
that it's telling me for telling me to be in this present moment, or for all the coming days, telling me to be in the present moment always. What it is, that's what.
Correct. Yeah. So it is basically confirmation of your awareness.
Okay.
They're telling at this moment you are in the present moment, and it's a great job. Go ahead with that. More you like to be present, and more you ascend. So they are just confirming ki it is you are in the right path. You are in the present moment, and this quote tells you we are confirming that.
Oh, I got it all wrong. I thought that it's telling me I have to be in this present moment. So I was thinking I am listening to you. So how to be, I mean, maybe for while meditating and all that time, I have to be always in the present moment. It's like that.
No. What you are saying, that is maybe also possible, but in this case, I think they are confirming ki you are whatever you are practicing, whatever spiritual practices, whatever you are learned, whatever you implementing, you are in the right track, and use that present moment for further.
Okay.
Basically, they are not criticizing what you have done and why you have not done. No.
Okay.
Okay. That's not the purpose.
Okay.
Its purpose is it's a confirmatory.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Sheta.
Pranam Guruji. Guruji, my
Pranam.
camera is not working, so only
No problem.
voice.
Go ahead.
So, Guruji, I have 3 questions actually. So, first question is in the beginning of the class, you told that we have birth angels. So, is birth angel and guardian angel same? And second question.
Okay, one by one.
Okay. This is the question.
Yeah. So, birth angel, they are, as I said, the job is from the birth to death to be with you and, protect you and things like that. Yeah? Guardian angel is different. Guardian angel, they are basically guide. Yeah? So, they are trying to guide you for the next higher thing. They're like your guardian, in the family. So they are showing you the path. They are teaching you this is the way to live. If you study and these things, you will get a good job. You will lead life, and this is how to go to a good school and things like that. Okay. So those are the guardian angels. So they do are different entities. Means one person can have multiple angels, no issues. Okay. But birth angel and guardian angels are different. So their purposes are different.
Okay, Guruji. And the second question is, in most of the places I have seen, if it is angel book, it is written that angels can only help us if we ask. So can you explain a little bit this one, that you can receive only if you can ask? Angels cannot help by themselves. Is it so, or we have to ask?
All right. Okay. Now let me put it in this way. Normally, as per the contract, the creator contract between the human being and angels, they are non-interfering. Okay, they are witnessing, they are there, but they will not come and interfere into your life. That is why it is important to call them when you need it, when you feel it is needed. Okay, automatic things, sometimes they save you from an accident and all those things when it is not your time to live. That they do automatic without even asking, protecting you. But other than that, you have to ask where you need help. Otherwise, it will be there. It is watching. They understand you need help. But as long as you don't ask, they will not interfere. Okay. So in that sense, it is said that you have to ask for help when you need help. To your angels, they are there for you.
So
Okay.
they do they do not interfere with our free will. It is like that.
No, they don't interfere without your permission.
Okay. And the third question is, Guruji, once you was telling us, and I use it very often, it is very helpful, Saint Germain, violet flame, so he's also an angel, and this is also help from Saint Germain is also an angelic process.
No. Saint Germain ascended master. Saint Germain was born here in the earth many times. Last time maybe 1200 something in France. Okay. So Saint Germain is not from angelic dimension. Yeah. But the violet flame, what he uses, that is a divine flame to cleanse it. In fact, violet light is because the name we give, that is like one of the guardian angel. So my guardian angel is violet light. I'm not talking violet flame here. Okay. Violet flame used for the cleansing. So cleansing the different space, to be in particular, different types of space it cleans. So that violet flame is not a guardian angel or any angel that sense, and neither the Saint Germain is an angel. He's an ascended master. Ascended masters are those who now they are operating from the higher dimension, but they had some life on the planet Earth before. Okay, they don't fall in the category of angels.
Ji Guruji, in one of your session, you was talking about your past life regression. Then you told us about that violet light that was there. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you for enlightening us. Such a fantastic class. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay, God bless you. Chaitali?
Pranam Guruji. You were talking about 555 as an angelic number. Is it only 555? Because today while I was traveling, in my right side I saw the number 2030 and my left side was 4555. So was it an angelic number?
4555 means 4 times 5 or?
4, no, only digit 4, then 555.
Digit 4 and 555. No, only 555 is the angelic number, not rest of the things.
Okay.
Uska aage piche not to be taken into account.
Okay.
Only that angelic number is 555. That's your angelic number. Ignore 4, ignore 2030.
Okay. So it was an angelic number.
Yes, it is angelic number, but only that part.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay, God bless you. Taposh?
If you really see all these numbers, they're all sounding positive. So I was thinking that is the angelic messages coming to us only positive, or it alerts people about the negative shades also with the different numbers?
Yeah. No, there is a possibility. A possibility that, as I said, it is a general type of analysis. But those cautioning for imminent danger kind of thing, that is also possible. But those messages will come intuitively. Means you will see the number, you will know this is cautioning me for something.
Okay.
So that is quite possible. And the cautioning number can be your unique number. So something said, like I was talking 144 and thing like that. Those may be cautioning number. Or somebody say 911 or something of that. 911, which is in some emergency number in, I think, USA. So those are cautioning numbers.
Okay.
So those numbers we have not discussed, but yes, there are some number which tell you to be cautioned, be aware, be alert. You may be facing some difficulty now. Be aware, be careful.
Okay. If you see these numbers, which is sounding positive, maybe as you said just few minutes back, that each number should be interpreted as per the person. So which is appearing like a positive, in my case, it may be a negative. So best is to close your eyes and to immediately see, immediately observe that what exactly it means to me.
See, there is no inherent negativity into these numbers. Okay. Either it is confirmatory that yes, it has happened, or it is going to happen. It is preparing for that.
Okay.
But preparing you for that, that is no way related to the, you have not gone there and it is not happened to you. It's not to be taken like that. Okay, it is just a signal that here this is going to happen, or it already happened, it's confirming. But there is no such message which comes say this will not happen in your life. In that case, message itself will not appear. There is no purpose to tell you why it will not happen. Okay.
Okay. So there may be some different set of numbers which will be in a format of alerting me of some imminent situation, negative situation coming. Okay.
So there is nothing to different number will come. Feeling will be different. You know that this is for me alert. Okay. And this is for my successful completion. This is for my preparation. This is for my guidance. You will get that feeling. Okay. And of course, it depends on case-to-case basis.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes the message comes, I am there. Means don't worry. We are here. This message is neither good nor bad. Means no bad thing will happen to you. We are here.
Okay. Okay. So there is no separate class of negative things. No. Because I think angels are meant to support us. Yeah. The whole envelope is supporting. That's from that angle, I think we should treat this actually.
Yeah. So this is only for support purposes. Okay. I mean, like they are like your say bodyguard, security guard.
Okay.
Exceptional cases, security guard killed somebody, maybe Indira Gandhi. That's a different issue, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, but we should not take security guard as our killer. You know, that I'm saying.
Okay.
You should not treat the security guard or police or military, they're killers. That is a misunderstanding. They are there to protect us.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Rasita.
Okay. God bless you. Okay, Veena.
Pranam, Guruji.
Yeah, Vikas, go ahead.
I don't have any question, but I remember in cricket, in Test cricket, there used to be an umpire earlier, Dicky Bird. Whenever score used to be there 1-1-1, he used to come away from the stump and jump 2-3 times. And all the commentators used to say, "Oh, it is 1-1-1 score, so Dicky Bird is jumping."
Yes. Yeah. Many are the famous personality. They celebrate this thing. They gone to such an extent that they will buy a car with this number. They buy a house with that house number. You know, they go to that extent because they can afford it. That's why. So it's very common in that sense. They know that there is a power of these numbers. So that's why, as you rightly said, the many players, there is some lucky numbers. There is something there is there when they touch that score, that this thing but out of other things also they can suddenly express their joy of achieving that thing. It is personalized message for them. Okay, that's how it is.
So one question just crop up in my mind. Why number 13 is considered as unlucky number? So there is no 13th floor also in hotels and all that. Is that significance? Is there?
Yeah, it's a cultural issue. There is nothing such thing. Yeah. So there is something in I think the Friday the 13th, and they have some association with the bad thing happening on 13th. And so from that it came. It's a cultural. I don't see any truth behind that.
Right.
Means if you consider unlucky, it is unlucky, and if it is if you consider it is okay number, then it is just like nothing wrong between 13, 14, 15, 16. It's all similar numbers. Just as you mentioned, let me tell you that my college roll number was 13.
Oh.
I think my classmate is Shubir. You are here? Shubir? I think I saw Shubir joining earlier. Anyway. Okay. All right. But if you say that I'm unlucky and then my life is like that, you can see it as a proof. If you think this is an unlucky person, then so be it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. God bless you. Okay. Shweta, you raised your hand. Yeah.
Yes, Guruji. I actually do not want to ask any question. I can see Mua ma'am has also raised her hand. I don't know whether we are going to say the same thing. Actually, during our Neelkant camp, when we were accompanied with Mua ma'am, me and my daughter, whole journey we found 3 as a very significant number. 333 appearing everywhere. So we were even discussing what is the significance of this number. So I don't know, ma'am, whether Mohua ma'am also want to say this or not. she have also raised her hand.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, Mohua.
Yeah, no, I think, no, I was actually messaging also, Shweta, that our room number, the car number, the number of people, I mean, everything was 3 that whole journey. So the seat number in the flight, also 3rd row. I mean, everything was 3. It was a major coincidence. So I don't know if that's a significance. Just one other thing.
Yeah, those are all angelic numbers. Yes.
Plus, I also had, because I was also Datto before marriage, I had 13 as my roll number all through. So that was one. And the question I had was, because I went to a Christian school, 666 used to be always, the demon's number, it used to be told. In fact, some movie was there where the child had 6 on his head, or 666, something I forget now. But that is also maybe cultural, right? It's more about...
Yeah, that is also cultural, because see, these issues, different people interpret it a different way. Yeah. Any barcode, I'm just informing you, any barcode, if you see starting, end, and middle, I'm talking those are 666.
Okay.
They're just guiding it so that you can read the barcode well. So they call it someday even 888 devil number and all this kind of stuff. So I don't think that it is purely so. It may be referred somewhere. Some incident, somebody saw that and died, and from there they started. It's like a cat crossing a road kind of stuff.
Yes, some superstition. Yeah.
So truth is, the cat is crossing the road. You go wherever you need to go and don't bother the cat. Yeah. So, but here we are interpreting it this way. So that is how it is, I think. I don't see there is any genuine truth in it. Some cases possible. Yeah. Because that is their personalized number. But in general, no.
This cat crossing thing, sorry, I'll just add a small thing, what I heard. It seems usually in England, like cats crossing, there'll be a little girl or boy following the cat. So usually the car should stop when they see a cat crossing, because maybe there's a child running after the cat. I mean, again, these are stories, but I just added to it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, Shubhranto, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say that Vikas told about this number 13, but 13, I used to consider this as a very lucky number, because you know Thomas Muller, the German soccer player, had the 13 on his jersey, and my son, when he used to play soccer in his school, and he had 13 as his jersey number. So in our life, we used to consider always 13 as a very lucky number. And by the way, you told about 747. And you know what? Whenever I see 747, it strikes my mind somewhere, and I consider this as a kind of a striking number to me. So 747 looks to be a real lucky number.
Yes. That's also, it is a personalized number. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I can see Shubhi now. I saw your messages, a microphone issue. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Razdip. Sorry, I was joining from a device without a mic.
I was just checking that our roll number is CX13, I think.
Yeah, I remember. Your number was 13.
CX13. What was your roll number?
Mine was 11.
11. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, classmate, now you see the Mahua also had this 13 roll number in all this kind of thing. 13, now they are going to another extent, some building or hotel, there is no 13th floor and all. I think it become a bit too much, it's not necessary. And in fact, the Friday the 13th, I was discussing with some Christian friend long time back, So I said the 13th day inauspicious. We said no, 13th Friday the 13th, that day Jesus is crucified, and that is a very lucky day for He is a savior of our sins. So how can it be unlucky in the 13th, the Friday the 13th and all? Anybody, people make story out of this, Anyway, but in general, there is no truth to it, 13th is fine. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shubhit.
Thank you.
Clarifying it. All right. Okay. If there is no further question, then we'll conclude our session. We'll chant Shanti Path and then we'll conclude our session. Oh. Sarvesham swastirvavatu. Sarvesham shantirvavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Om sarve bhavantu sukhino. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhagu bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om